Los Angeles, a city of dreams, faced a nightmare. Fires swept through neighborhoods, consuming everything in their path. Families were forced to flee, their homes reduced to ashes. The air was thick with smoke, the sky a haunting orange hue, and the sound of sirens and crackling flames filled the atmosphere. Amid this devastation, a miracle stood tall, one house, untouched by the flames, while all others around it were destroyed. This house, standing amidst the rubble, seemed like a miracle, but it wasn't luck that saved it. It was preparation, foresight, and resilience. David Steiner, the homeowner, believed in building not just a house but a fortress, a sanctuary that could withstand the elements. David's journey to creating this remarkable home began years ago. He had witnessed the destructive power of nature before, and he vowed never to be unprepared again. I didn't build this house expecting a wildfire, but I built it to last. I wanted to protect my family and create something enduring, David shared with humility, reflecting on the decisions that had brought him to this moment. David's house was no ordinary structure, constructed with fire-resistant stucco walls, a stone roof, and tempered glass windows. It was designed to endure, but that wasn't all. David had also created a defensible space around the property, clearing away flammable vegetation and ensuring that nothing could provide fuel for approaching flames. When news of the wildfire spread, David and his family had to make the difficult decision to evacuate. Packing their most precious belongings and memories, they left their home, unsure if they would ever see it intact again. The wildfire approached with terrifying speed. Winds carried embers that ignited homes in an instant, and firefighters worked tirelessly to control the blaze. For hours, the fire raged through the neighborhood, leaving destruction in its wake. The heat was so intense that even concrete structures crumbled. When the flames finally died down, David returned, bracing himself for the worst. Driving through the ashes of his once vibrant community, he saw the devastation firsthand. Homes were reduced to skeletons of their former selves, vehicles melted into unrecognizable shapes, and the air was heavy with loss. But as David approached his street, he saw something he couldn't believe. There, amidst the ruin, his house stood untouched. Its walls, roof, and windows were just as he had left them. The defensible space had acted as a barrier, and the fire-resistant materials had lived up to their promise. His home was a solitary beacon of hope in an otherwise devastated landscape. David's reaction was a mix of relief and sorrow. Seeing my house standing while my neighbors lost everything, it's bittersweet. I'm grateful, but my heart breaks for them. He knew that while his preparations had saved his house, many others had not had the resources or knowledge to do the same. In the days that followed, David opened his home to his neighbors, offering them a place to rest and regroup. His house became a gathering point for the community, a place where people could find solace and strength. He also began sharing his story, hoping to inspire others to take steps to protect their homes and families. David's story isn't just about a house, it's about the choices we make and the importance of preparing for life's storms. His house stands as a beacon of hope and a lesson for us all. Resilience is not just about protecting what's ours, it's about helping others rise again. David's actions, both before and after the fire, exemplify this spirit. By building a resilient home and sharing his knowledge, he has empowered others to think differently about how they can prepare for disasters. This story teaches us that preparation and foresight can make all the difference. Whether it's building a fireproof house or preparing for the challenges of life, resilience is a choice we all can make. David's experience reminds us that while we cannot control the forces of nature, we can control how we respond to them. In a world that often tests us, let us build lives and communities that can stand the heat and rise from the ashes. Just like David's house, we too can be a source of hope and strength for those around us. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs a reminder that resilience and hope can overcome even the fiercest storms. Together, we can build a future that is stronger, safer, and filled with compassion for one another.